Great to have you, sir. The first question is, are we heading for a trade war, United States and China?
We don't want to have a trade war with the United States or with anybody else, but we are not afraid of it. If somebody tries to impose a trade war on us, we will fight.
One of the most important things, Mr. Ambassador, is this the beginning of something, or is this going to be the end of something? Some say this is an action taken by the White House as a negotiation tactic. Others say this is absolutely related to the very root of this nature of relations between China and the United States, which is rivalry, which is competition. What do you think?
As far as a possible trade war is concerned, we never wanted to start. But if somebody imposes a trade war on us, we'll fight to the end. As for the overall China-US relationship, we always believe that the right approach is to base ourselves on better mutual respect and expand our cooperation, manage possible differences in a constructive way, and achieve win-win outcome. We still follow this approach, and we hope there will be reciprocity on the U.S. side.
But the U.S. side, Mr. Ambassador, is arguing the other way around. They are saying China is stealing the U.S. technologies, and also China is taking advantage of the trade surplus against the United States for decades for itself to rise.
I think such accusations are totally groundless. China encourages innovation. Chinese laws protect intellectual property rights. This applies to Chinese companies and American companies and other companies alike. We will do our utmost to make sure that intellectual property rights are protected, whether they are from Chinese companies or American companies. At the same time, I hope people here would understand and would realize people in China and people in other developing countries are also fully capable of innovation. They should not believe that they have a monopoly over innovation and everybody else is just stealing from them. I think this is a kind of a discrimination.
But Mr. Ambassador, we see the current White House seem to take different approaches at different times and changing their faces quite frequently, if we could use the Chinese ancient drama phrase. On the one hand, as a candidate, it's about punishing China. China, the name has been repeated and mentioned many times in the speeches. Then coming into the White House, there seems to be a softer approach toward China and different kinds of discussions and talks and meetings. And now, once again, taking very tough actions against China on what China believes as groundless basis. How do you understand the logic of the current White House, and how do you, as an ambassador of China to the United States, make things work?
I think people have to explain their own logic to others. But it's clear that in today's world, cooperation will benefit everybody. Confrontation will hurt everybody. This is quite clear.
So, is China and the United States already on a confrontation road, you think, Mr. Ambassador? Given the temperature of Washington now that you can feel.
You see, we always advocate the idea of building up a new model of international relations, and together with everybody else to build a community of mankind for a shared future. This is our philosophy. This is our basic approach to international relations, including our relations with the United States. And we still stick to this. And I hope people in the U.S. would have a better understanding of China's approach and will make the best choice. Actually, this is a choice between cooperation and confrontation, between constructiveness and disruptiveness, between win-win and lose-lose. I hope everybody will have really a good understanding of where their best interests lie. The long-term interests of both the Chinese people and the American people. If we have these long-term interests in mind, the choice is clear.